It's time to get emotional. How much of your content is actually read by the people you're targeting? Hey guys, this is Shilpa from Indizo. Indizo is an award-winning marketing agency, and you can check us out online at www.indizo.com. Anyway, back to the topic in hand today. We're talking about how much of your content is actually read by the people you're targeting. We've talked a lot about content creation in the recent weeks, and for good reason. It's the most important aspect of internet marketing and SEO today. Businesses who continue to post uninteresting gray sales jargon and bland information will find themselves slipping further and further down the search engine rankings. Success on the internet involves creating natural traffic to your website where visitors stay for a while, read your content, connect with you, and share. Imagine the business websites of old. You arrived at that landing page to see a picture of the business and a welcome image. 3 clicks later, you were still none the wiser. Sure, there may have been a few pretty pictures, and you would have figured out the business name, but had you bought anything yet, and how bored were you? What amazes us is that there are still so many of these less attractive sites around, and now we're all gentlemen here at Indizo HQ, so we won't be posting links in order to name and shame, although it would be funny. But all you need to do is find these web horrors for yourself. Perform a search engine on Google, say handmade curtains. Click on the 10th page of the results and pick 3 or 4 random links. Open them in new windows and then compare the results. We'll wager at least 2 of the sites you click on are out of date, static, and not exciting at all. So what can you do to avoid being lost in a sea of mediocre content? How do you really attract attention, make your voice heard, and make new friends on the internet? From our experience, the answer is to go for emotional reaction, a positive one of course. It's like going fishing. Cast your enticing net with some juicy bait content on it, and when you get bites, reel them in. We've seen the process described as taking people by the hand and taking them on a journey. Frankly, this sounded rather too much like the X Factor on Pop Idol for our liking, but the commentators have a point. While you may not always agree with the opinions, likes, and dislikes of the masses, paying attention to the zeitgeist opens doors for you. Where the people are on the internet is where you want to be so that they naturally find you. How do you exactly do it? Get right to the heart of the matter with your content. That's how. Avoid being bland and sitting on the fence wherever possible. We're not suggesting you start an all-out argumentative debate on your social media or blog, but sharing your opinion, eliciting an emotional response, and gathering supporters who agree with you is a powerful way to get your content noticed. Look at some of the popular SEO bloggers out there. Matt Cutts is one amongst many, and they regularly blog about different aspects of SEO, sharing their opinions and experience, inviting comments and followers, and it takes time, creativity, and professional skill to build up your profile on the internet as an expert in the field. But it is possible. And don't be put off or scared by the notion of provoking an emotional response in your readers. Just imagine for a moment that you're in the business of selling wheelbarrows online. There's not much to get emotional there, granted, but think a little more outside of the box for a second. Who uses wheelbarrows? Gardeners do. And what do gardeners like to do online? Show off their hardy perennials, share their gardening tips, and find out what's new in the world of horticulture. Do you see the point we're trying to make? The online wheelbarrow website doesn't need to get up close and personal with the one-wheeled garden implement. It needs to get emotional with the gardeners. Put simply, your content should be of interest to the types of people you're targeting, the people who would be interested in what you have to sell, even if your content isn't directly referring to what you have to sell. In fact, what you're offering is something much more than an article with links to an e-commerce site. You're offering a lifestyle choice, an opinion, a new angle, a laugh, something interesting, and so on. The more fascinating your content is, the more fascinated your followers will become, and the more likely it is that you'll develop a solid and healthy following. Another aspect of getting emotional is in your responses. Responding to comments and feedback is vital, but it's how you do it that wins points in terms of SEO. Don't ever get into a heated debate or argument with commenters on your blog. It's a recipe for disaster, and the fallout could be damaging to your brand and online reputation. Instead, pay attention to what people are saying. Enter into your discussion with them by writing follow-up articles so they come back to hear what you have to say. By doing this, you'll start to gather naturally developed advocates for your blog, your ideas, and your content. Without sounding like you agree with everyone, present a balanced argument and be courteous to everyone. What this does is create good conversations, and the Googlebots love conversations, especially when they take place across different platforms while all coming from the same source. In respect, there's no better site to look at for the lessons than The Guardian, the British newspaper who are leaders in the field of internet news on both sides of the Atlantic. Take a look at their posts, their blogs, and the comments after them. There's a whole community there, reading articles, sharing news, talking, debating, and conversing about things that interest them. Now, we won't be able to get published by The Guardian, all of us, but we can start a conversation on the internet in any way we choose. We can write guest blogs, and we can absolutely start sharing information of interest with others while we also share our own content. Creating exciting and cultivating excitement with your content is the goal. Getting emotional with your audience may result in a few who disagree with you, but it will also make you a whole troop of brand new friends. Turn yourself into a leading light in your field of expertise. It's how to win the content war. Well, that and a lot of hard work creating the actual content, but no one who has achieved success on the internet ever managed it by doing nothing at all. Anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video today, and I hope I managed to educate you on how much your content is actually read by the people you're targeting. Remember, do check us out at www.indizo.com for more information on internet marketing services. Take care, and I will see you next time.